Hey everybody, John here, and I just wanted to give you a quick showing of how I paint my 3D printed parts. You can see I have some pieces in the back here, and I'm working on Iron Man Mark 42, and I just wanted to walk you through some of the lessons I've learned and maybe it'll save you some time. So right here, you can see that I've kind of laid things out. I start by knocking down the print with the 100 grit with a palm sander, random orbital, and then I move up to 150, and then a 220. And you could see the progression of this on my Instagram story, which is on Print from SD 3D on Instagram. And then I kind of hit the details with this rough sponge with some corner detailing. Then I move on. If it's a really rough print, I'll move on to a filler primer just to fill the gaps a little bit. 2 coats of that. I'll let it dry for 24 hours. And then I'll move on to the next step, which is knocking it down with I'll kind of go back to the 220 or 320 if I have it. And then I'll come back with the 400. And the 400 will be kind of my medium grade quality. I can move on to final paint and primer and paint after that if I want. But if I really want an extra shine on it, I'm going to do 400 until it's really soft and smooth. Then come in with 500 and then maybe even some wet sanding if I really feel like it needs it. Up to 800. And I haven't seen much of a return above 800. At that point, it depends on what color I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using gloss red pepper pots here and metallic gold for the Mark 42. And so for this one, I'm using a gray primer. It's slightly lighter than this Krylon Rust Tough Enamel primer. So when I put it on, it's actually it makes this the champagne color I'm looking for. I have noticed a difference between when I use this on this paint, it's actually a little darker, and this paint is actually a little darker when I use it with this. So it's coming up with some pretty good results. Stay tuned to the channel and my Instagram to get the final results. And after I hit it with some paint, if I notice any defects at all, what I will do is I will go in and I will hit it with some 1000, just super light on the very top, and then come back in with another coat, and then I'll cover it with some, acrylic or whatever it is that final gloss. So that's just a real quick breakdown of the things I use to actually get a pretty decent finish. And you can tell on this elbow piece right here, this is just the elbow socket, and this is going to be champagne. And that's just 2 coats of primer, and it's pretty smooth already. So when I go back over it, it will be this part in the process. I've already started here, and now I'll just come back over it with some more 500 up to 800, and then I'll hit it with that champagne right there. So that's my process. Take it or leave it. It's how I do it, and you get to see my progress. So stay tuned for more. See you guys.